Abby, she distracted me and I don't know how many scoops of sugar I did.
Uh-oh. Well, stop there. If it needs more, you guys put more in.
That's the rational thing to do.
That's not the bunny way.
But I can't stir it in.
You'll have to get another spoon up here.
First she wakes me up at like 5 a.m. and she does this. Okay, we're good. Glad I listened to you.
Hello! Because my cat has been waking me up early every day, I was very low energy when I filmed this video. So this is me partway through editing it, coming back to refilm all of the parts where I'm talking because I sounded like I was dead. So Sunday and Monday of this week, I prepped my office for my upcoming semester of grad school at Emerson College as a creative writing student, which I am doing remotely. I had a long list of things I needed to get done, so let's just go ahead and get started. On Saturday, I did a huge load of laundry, so I needed to get it put away. So as I put my laundry away, I will have a helper. Her name's Abby. She is a lion. That is what kitties say, thank you. And I will be listening to Will My Cat Eat My Eyeballs? Written and narrated by Caitlin Doty, which is the Ask a Mortician YouTube channel. It's a small thing, but I find that getting dressed every day really helps signal to my brain that it's time to be productive and get things done. Having my closet nice and organized really does make me happy when I go to get ready. So knowing that I want to look nice for my classes, it was a priority for me to get my closet in better shape and get my clothes put away to make that easier. You've done one thing and you're already too tired to help. When I moved home from Boston to Chicago and we realized that I would be living here for the foreseeable future, we decided to turn my sister's bedroom into my office because she's now a fully fledged adult who doesn't come home as often. It's been really nice having a designated space to work on writing and YouTube and music primarily, but I never really fully finished setting it up. I wanted this space to be more put together and tidy going into class so I could enjoy being in this space more. I had to start by doing a general tidy because I haven't been doing a good job keeping it clean. This took me only 20 minutes, which was surprising to me because it seemed like such a big job. I think something I want to start doing is really keeping track of how long different tasks take so I can get better about not putting off things like cleaning because I'll have proof that they won't take as much time as I think they will. Now that I've had classes in this space, since I've had class since filming the original parts of this video, I have to say it's really nice to have a tidy office. I take time at the end of every day to put away anything that I've pulled out, so it's stayed really clean and I've really been enjoying having a clean space. Excuse my lisp, I have my TMJ splint in, but look at this cutie in her tower. She's too big for it. She's such a good. Am I patting you? Can I have kisses? Thank you. Thank you. So I finished hiding everything. I went upstairs, I had lunch. I broke down some boxes and took some trash and recycling upstairs. I had a lot of recycling piled up from when I moved home and from the last 9 months. So I dealt with a lot of that. And now I think what we're gonna do is do a quick Target run to get the notebooks for class. I think I'm gonna do physical notebooks. So I'm gonna go get those. And then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna set up my bullet journal. I should probably go. It's the first time I'm leaving my house since last Thursday. So I have to say, now that I have asthma, I get why people with asthma are exempt from wearing masks. Luckily I can still breathe with a mask on, but I definitely find it a lot harder. And I think if I was having a worse lung day, that would have been torture. So I'm really glad that I can do that, but I definitely don't think there are days when I could wear a mask and go somewhere. Oh shoot, I'm touching my face. Should I hand sanitize my face too? That seems a little extreme. I don't know that I have hand sanitizer. Language woman. Okay, desperate times call for desperate measures. This is a lens cleaning wipe. I don't think it's the same thing and I don't think it's comparable, but it's what we're doing because it's what I got. Am I now gonna wipe my face with it? Sure. Skincare by Hiram is shaking. I've switched back and forth between using a physical planner and a digital planner over the last few years, but I really missed the physical things I do when planning in a notebook, like using washi tape and stickers. What you're seeing right now is me setting up for the next week with one of my favorite planner YouTubers, Cindy Gunter-Baldo. She live streams her bullet journal setup every Sunday, and I like to plan along with her. I like her because she's super real and she swears a lot and makes inappropriate jokes. So she is much more relatable than a lot of bullet journal YouTubers, at least for me. Just put the trash bag on the outside of my door as if I'm not gonna have trash. I'm gonna go get that and then we're gonna organize my desk. You know, it's a good thing I did that though, because now I know that that's too bright. First thing I'm gonna do, sort through all the random bits and make sure everything that's on here is something I want on my desk. This is going to be my has a better place to go, but don't feel like dealing with it bin. Various knitting accoutrements, stitch counter, the stoppers to my interchangeable needles, which I should know where that is, and the stoppers for the sharp pointy ends. I love hobbies where you get to have little things, but then I lose the little things. So, riddle me that. I just lost my balance out of nowhere. You may have seen I was using this washi tape, and it's the kind that has the peel-off backing, and I hate it. Whoever invented that, why? It's not tape. I mean, I don't know what else it would be called, but it's not tape. Since I've had class since filming this, I can say that I love having my desk so cleared off and how I've organized it. I like having so much room on my desk so I can fit my computer, my mug of tea, and my notebook on the desk with room to spare. I have always loved school, but I didn't really try that hard in high school. Sorry if this makes you hate me, but I was one of those kids in high school who didn't really have to try and still did well in their classes. But when I went to college, I really wanted to throw myself into studying and learning and really give it the old college try since I was, you know, in college. That's definitely something that's continued into my time at grad school. So that took nearly 40 minutes, so that'll be fun to edit. My cat is not here. And this is what the desk looks like. This is probably going to be the last thing I do as far as getting ready for the semester goes tonight, and that is to set up my dry erase board, which I wiped clean while I was wiping off my desk. So I'm gonna set that up right now. And why don't we actually, let's have a chat while we do it. Why not? So I am going to be taking 2 classes this semester. Luckily, my credits transfer from the first semester I did, so that's really good. I have 1 class Monday, Wednesday, and 1 class Tuesday, Thursday, and then nothing on Friday, which is great. We are gonna set up January, even though we're like over halfway through the month, because I'm gonna use this for homework, so I just kind of want to have it like the whole month and then do February over, especially since February is a perfect month that starts on a Monday and ends on Sunday. This dry erase board is Sunday to Saturday, which I hate. I like a Monday start, so I might cross all those out and do a Monday start. We'll see. I'm really excited for the semester to start. It's been a while since I've been in class where we actually meet. So my last semester was all asynchronous and this is synchronous. So we have like Zoom calls and everything. Hopefully I'll make some friends. It'll be great. I'm a little nervous because this is like real college as opposed to Berklee. I went to Berklee College of Music and I majored in songwriting. So this is like actually academic, which is a little intimidating, but I did pretty well last semester. I say as if I didn't get like almost 100% of both my classes. There's a thing going on called a day of service in honor of MLK, which is tomorrow. And so hopefully I will be able to work that into my day somehow. And if I do that, obviously I'll show you because you'll be along with me. Hi, I'm a level with you. It's like 3 p.m. As I might have mentioned a couple times, my cat Abby keeps waking me up early in the morning and she decided that 6 a.m. was playtime. So that's where we're at. Let's look at, oh, I don't think I actually planned today. So busy setting up my bullet journal for next week that I didn't actually plan anything for today. Today I need to do an Instagram post. I need to put on here. Okay, day of service. So I'm gonna try and write thank you cards to frontline workers while watching a Martin Luther King documentary. Seems fitting, but we'll see about that. Paint pictures, take down tree, finish laundry, figure out toothbrush, paint toenails, which I didn't do, and move heater, which we are waiting to see if I want to. I am gonna try and do some sort of working out today in hopes that it'll help me sleep better. Wouldn't that be great? I started by taking down my little Christmas tree, which I really loved having up. I really needed some extra holiday joy this year. I'm sure you can understand. I took a few minutes to stretch because I was still really tired because of my early morning wake-up call. Stretching usually helps wake me up. I also find it important for me to stretch because of my chronic pain.
To them being full add preset downloads and just
Does my kitty? That's the little kitty. It's my parents' cat, Maggie. She's not really allowed down here, but she's been throwing a fit about coming down today, so. These are my photos that we hung today. And then this one and that one will go up hopefully tomorrow once I move into my apartment in Boston, or my dorm. Oh. Okay, well that will also need a picture hook. Earlier, what you saw me cutting out was the syllabus for one of my classes. I like having these at hand in case I need to reference them, so I cut it out and put it into my notebook for a class. But then I was left with all of these scrap pieces of paper. So what I did with that extra paper was cut it into strips and make a journal prompt jar out of a vintage container I got at a vintage mall near me. I looked up different journal prompts and chose ones that resonated with me. Then I went out and found some that were specifically made to dig into some more anti-racism work. I really loved a few of the resources I found specifically for anti-racism journaling prompts, so I will leave those linked below. I did write some letters to healthcare workers for the MLK Day of Service, though I didn't watch the documentary I wanted to watch while I did this because I didn't think I could focus on both things and do them justice. Instead of painting my toenails, I ended up redoing my nails because the nail polish peeled off. I have nail issues post-COVID and use a nail strengthener, which I found peels off after a little while, so I just repaint my nails whenever that happens. I did watch a Martin Luther King Jr. documentary while I painted my nails and after. However, I found that it really heavily leaned into the sanitized narrative that white people have perpetuated about him, and I didn't really find it true to history, at least how I've come to understand it. So I'm going to try and find a better one to watch this weekend when I have the brain space to be able to actually learn. AKA when I don't have class, which takes up a lot of my mental capacity for the day. I think I did a really, really good job. I love having my clean office space, my nice tidy desk, and I really enjoy just having clean clothes again. If you are still in school, how did you set yourself up for success this school year, this semester, and how has it been for you doing class during this crazy, crazy time? Let me know in the comments down below. Next week, I will be talking about my journey as a long hauler, and if you want to see that or any other videos that I might make in the future, please subscribe. I feel so silly asking, considering so few people watch these. They are for me, but if you do want to see more of me, feel free to subscribe and stick around. You can also follow me on Instagram, where I am much more active, and you can see what I get up to between now and next Saturday when I post my next upload. Stay safe and healthy, follow all guidelines in your area to protect yourself, and I will see you next week. Bye. Can you say bye? Can you say meow? Too tired to say meow.